wall as he would have jumped and stopped the ball. However, Isagi knows that Rin only shot above his head because he was in the wall. And if it was Baro he would have taken a different shot. Isagi then realizes that he can use himself and devour himself to beat Rin. As Baro and Chicory argues each other, Nagi states that in order to stay in the game, they must score the next. Hearing this, Isagi gets fired up and tells him that this is way too early for them to play the last game. The game continues. Baro rushes forward but sees that Isagi is following him with the ball and wonders that it's rare for Isagi to keep up with his movement, guessing that he is telling him to get past Tokimitsu. Baro then attempts to pass him, but Tokimitsu sticks to him and doesn't let him go. The two then see how Isagi passes by them and Baro realizes that Isagi used him as a decoy. Bashira then catches up to Tsuji and tells him to not leave him behind. Seeing this, Nagi asks Isagi to pass him and wants him to do one too. Baro also tries to free himself from Tokimitsu and wants the ball. However, Isagi knows that Rin can see those options as well and is waiting for them. Isagi was waiting for people to cluster like that, and as everyone is focused on how he will pass, Isagi takes a long pass into the open area, making Chigiri run for it. As everyone wants to get a pass from Chigiri, they all run towards the goal trying to find a position for themselves. Isagi waits for a moment to disappear from Ren's vision and then takes a diagonal run towards the post. Hisagi then asks Chikori to pass in the ball and he sees that and passes him a pass that would give Isagi a chance to take a direct shot. As the ball comes, Ren appears behind him, managing to react to the pass and get himself in position to block Isagi's direct shot. However, Isagi was anticipating this as well, and instead of taking a direct shot he takes a reverse direct backheel shot, a play Ren didn't anticipate. Isagi scores and equalized the game 4-4. As everyone gets shocked at this play, Isagi states that he devoured Ren and will surpass him, while celebrating his victory over Ren with his friends. Baro wonders if this was all seen by Isagi, and Isagi confirms. He explains that his plan was originally to take the shot from the post, but then assumed that Rin will be able to see it and block it. But to block it he would need to take a step across him, which would allow him to take this heel shot. The goal was risky, but he believed in Ren's abilities and decided to take it. Baro notes it was a gamble, and if he missed they could have counter-attacked. But Chikori states that only stuff like this can work against Rin. As their last play inches closer, Team White gets fired up and states that they will crush them. Isagi tells them that they are still tied in a game, and if they don't win this will all be meaningless. Bashira wonders what bit of ego is he missing to be able to catch up to Isagi and Rin. He came to Blue Lot to find the monsters of friends with who he can play, however, his ego doesn't seem enough to get him to where they are. As the next goal will decide the game, Rin tells his teammates to give everything they have in the next play and he will draw them a goal with their efforts. As the game continues, Baro and Chigiri pressure Tokimitsu to stop them from doing their previous play. As a result, Hisaki expects Tokimitsu to return the ball to Rin and he to attempt and intercept it. However, Rin manages to keep the ball and gives a high pass to Ariel. Nagi knows that he doesn't have a chance when the ball is at its highest point, and doesn't jump when Ari jump. He times it when the ball is high enough for him to reach and jumps and steals it from the air. However, Arya with his long legs manages to reach it and steal it again. Hisaki covers Rin and Arya sees that, but he then gives a pass to Bashira, who is free. Bashira feels he is being tested and wonders what to do. He asks his monster on what to do so that Isagi and Rin acknowledge him. But as he wonders, Chikori comes and clears the ball, which then reaches Baro. As this isn't typical for Bashira, Nagi wonders if he is losing on purpose. Nagi suggests that Bashira shouldn't think he will be chosen even if he loses at the moment. Nagi doesn't believe he needs Bashira in his current state. If they win, Nagi wants Rin and guesses that Isagi feels the same way. Bashira then realizes that if he loses he won't be chosen and his Ren will be chosen, he won't be able to play with neither of them. Baro passes to Isagi, who then passes back and the two start 1-2 passes to break through. Bashira is desperate. He doesn't want to lose the game as he will lose his friends and doesn't want to be alone like before. Bashira recalls his mother's words and wonders in what he believed in his mother, then tells him it's his true inner voice. Wanting to trust his true inner voice, Bachira pressures Isagi and Isagi is for CED to pass to Chikori so that he doesn't lose the ball to Rin. Chigiri then takes a pass to the goal where Nagi stops the ball with his chest and also passing it to Isagi to take a shot. Bashira is desperate and doesn't want the game to end so that he gets one more chance to prove himself. Isagi then takes the shot aiming in the top right corner, however Rin appears there and blocks the shot. The ball then reaches Bashira, who starts a counterattack. Bashira tells his monster to not come out as when it's out he unconsciously looks for him. Thanks to him he wasn't alone, but while looking for him he lost touch of his own voice and started playing football to find someone. He can't continue any further with the monster and tells it to disappear. Isagi faces Bashira and the monster appears next to Isagi. Seeing it, Bashira realizes that if someone was there Bashira could get in behind Isagi. Bashira gets annoyed as he can't shake of his habit of looking for the monster. When he came to Blue Lock, Isagi became his monster and Bashira became someone who couldn't play football without Isagi. Realizes that if he doesn't break free from the monster he can't move forward, and won't be able to hear his voice. The monster then suggests passing to Tokimitsu, but Bashira refuses to pass again to the monster. He then decides to play alone and score himself and manage to get behind Isagi using a nutmeg. As Bachira's play is super aggressive, Hisuji feels that something has changed. Chikari then appears in front of Bashira. And the monster suggests pass into area, however Bashira again refuses and uses another nutmeg to pass. Chigiri as well borrowed and attempts to stop Bashira. But he again uses a nutmeg and passes him as well. Nagi then faces Bashira and Chigiri and Baro are on his sides. Ridden frees himself and waits for an easy pass from Bashira. However Isagi sees that and sticks to Rin to block him. Baro and the rest notice that the enemy team had left their field open and they just need to take the ball from Bashira. Bachi rather than lifts the ball, making everyone realize he intends to continue playing alone. Isagi then relieves Bashira as the last piece and he needs to devour him to beat Rin. Bashira recalls how much joy he had when he was young and played with the ball, being one with it. He kicks the ball on his neck and then as he lets it fall behind he kicks it with his heel and sends it ahead. As he passes Nagi attempts to stop him but Bashira frees himself. He thanks the monster for being on his side until now and says his goodbyes as he intends to continue alone. Bashira then takes the shot, however Isagi then appears to block it, stating he knew that Bashira would go in alone. And this brings the anime to an end. Like this video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on another video.